So I say, so I say, girl, don't try to fight it. All your friends right now. So I say, I say. Boy, I had, boy, man, shit. Can't take a chance right now. This shit crucial. I cannot take a chance right now. Mm-mm. Can't even do it, boy. I can't take no chance right now. Boy. Couldn't take no chance. Couldn't take no chance. Can't take no chance, y'all. We can't even play with it, man. It's crucial right now. It's crucial. It's real crucial. Shout out to y'all. Facts. Man, listen. Man, you already know. We already under, man. Hold on. That boy Steven Edwards said, we back, gang, at work in the bushes. Let's go, let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Let me get this dude off the screen till it's time to all right, let's just do that. Fuck it. Let's just do that till we ready to crank up. I'm gonna crank up in 1 second, y'all. Give me a minute. We gonna crank up. We finna crank up. He said, "You back monetized, family?" Nah, bro. It's gonna be a while, but we don't want to lose the channel in the process. And one of the videos I was just watching, um, they had some nudity in it. It's an old video. It probably doesn't get much attention, so it probably flies under the radar. Um, my channel is already under some scrutiny, and I will be reapplying for my monetization after a 3 month period, right? So yeah, had to I gotta get that out of there. I had to get that out of there. I had to get that out of there. Y'all know. I just had to make sure. I can't risk the channel. Can't risk the channel. It's already they already took the monetization. Can't give them the whole channel. All right, we can cut all that right there. Did it do it? Let's go, let's go. DHB was applying pressure in Broward when they was out that jam. Richie Rich says, let's go, let's go. Did it did it did it trim that part off? No. I don't think it did it. I don't think it did it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. What the I don't want it to, I want to erase the shit, bro. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. Now, we can get back going. Hustlers don't stop. They keep going. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. I appreciate y'all, man, being patient, man, rocking out, man. It's y'all already know what's going on with the channel, man. We under construction. We under a microscope right now. It seems like any little thing we do, a lot of scrutiny. Whether that's the case or not, it feels like that, and we're gonna move like that. We're gonna make sure we ain't doing nothing wrong, making no mistakes, and we got original content coming on. Talking about, we will be interviewing the lawyer of Milagro Grams and Alicia Andrews. The lawyer's name is Jeremy McClimate. He represented Alicia Andrews, you know, the girl who got convicted of manslaughter in the death of Julio Fulio. And Milagro Grams is the woman who went to court with Megan Thee Stallion for what I think it was defamation, and she just lost the case. Well, I guess it's considered a win for a $60,000 settlement. We will be speaking to that lawyer Saturday, but in the meantime, we're gonna get back to the content. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, I had to end that live kind of abrupt, but we back. Here we go. Oh wow, we got 7 followers over there on Twitch. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. And shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. After Hours brand again. Boss man, what's up with it, brother? What's up with it? Shout out to you. Man, Phoenix 441090 and Whack are the snitches, Phoenix says. Damn, Richie Rich says DHB. Oh, okay, I read that was applying pressure when they was out that jam. Okay, and Steven Edwards says, okay, yeah, I feel you, gang. Yeah, bro. It just is what it is. I got to move a certain way now. Just is what it is, bro. It's just, we got to put respect on the terms of service. We going to figure it out. But we ain't stopping in the meantime. Let's go.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this one, we're going to be talking about some new paperwork that just came out alleging that Kodak Black dropped 20 bands to get Wiz the Wizard killed. Now, this video is going to be centered around this guy right here. This is Sigmund Brown, otherwise known as Liberia Sig. He's a rapper. And him and another rapper named HMT Trey have sent mad disses at Kodak. They've dissed Wiz, and then they all got indicted.
Police say a violent gang is now off the streets and behind bars.
Mike from the Ville say 1090 be in niggas business all day. Cover your people snitching too. Clown ass dude. I hate this dude. Phoenix say need to put a 20 on his ass. He talking about like on gas. Put 20 on gas on him, man. And, help the nigga get the hell up out of here as far as taking a trip. That's all we talking about. That's what my understanding of it is. Mike from the Ville say, damn. Oh, that's a whole new chat. Okay, for sure. We back over here on Twitch. We back on YouTube. Let's go.
5 men going before a judge Wednesday facing 33 counts. It closes 8 murders and 12 attempted murders in Broward County. It all began in January after the shooting death of 17-year-old Terrence Farrington at a Plantation Best Buy.
They was buying ring cameras. Terrence came out. Terrence failed and died right there.
4 people shot, including 2 customers. Police now say Sigmund Brown, Kavarius Johnson, and Gerard Charles are responsible for the teen's death. A fingerprint lifted at the scene led the Broward Sheriff's Office gang task force to one of the gang members. 10 months later, 8 arrested, firearms confiscated, along with stolen credit cards and ammunition. Trayvon Key and Kavarius Johnson.
This is the other main guy here. This is HMT
HMT
So
Trey.
he's the main rapper along with Liberia Sig. And like y'all just saw, they were using big guns. When I read through the paperwork, when they killed the 17-year-old, they hit him with a 223, a 7.62, and a 9mm. And as y'all can see, they got switches on their Glocks, Dracos with drums, ARPs. Like, these boys are really sliding. And it's crazy because if you go on Reddit, they're down.
Johnson also accused in the shooting death of Antoine DeBard. He was shot at a laundromat. Is Johnson charged with the
Weren't this and that. But the police are alleging now they were really weren't this and that. But the police on Reddit, they're down in this group. Like, this group was just claiming bodies that they weren't doing, and they weren't sliding, and they weren't this and that. But the police are alleging now they were really out here whacking shit.
Is Johnson charged with the shooting death of rapper Wiz the Wizard, or Wisdom Johnson, back in September of 22. Johnson also accused in the shooting death of Antoine DeBard. He was shot at a laundromat in Pembroke Park back in April of 23.
They started just unloading. They just started firing.
Johnson also is accused of murdering Vernaldo Donner and Terry McKenzie, both shot and killed while driving on 95 in Fort Lauderdale, May of last year.
Second victim has a gunshot wound to the back of the head. 2 level 1 traumas on the Broward.
We have Sunrise Boulevard completely shut down westbound. They're walking the ramp, looking for evidence on this roadway right now.
Kavaris Johnson and Raha Roll facing yet another murder charge, this one a week after Terrence Harrington was killed, this time
I've been shot. Come, my boyfriend.
Johnny.
Them switches going off. Y'all hear that shit?
How many niggas did he shoot? Damn.
Let me
That
rewind
nigga
that.
shooting a lot of. That one dude was shooting a lot of people.
Come, my boyfriend.
Johnny Henderson shot and killed while driving in Miramar.
Those 5 in court yesterday. The other 3 will appear tomorrow. If convicted, they do face life in prison or the death penalty.
So we're not talking about a little play gang or a little rap clique where they're talking about bodies and not doing it. These young men are getting shit done.
Hold on, what the fuck you was finna say? Why you had to pause and stop?
They're clearly dropping bodies back to back, hitting shit with machine guns. They're not fucking off. But the thing that's weird is, how does Kodak come into play? Because this same group has dissed Kodak in songs. So were they cool at one point? Did they fall out? We're gonna get into it. Now, like I said, this video is gonna revolve around Sigmund Brown, aka Liberia Sig. And this is just, again, gonna run through the 10-month investigation that began with a fingerprint and all of these shootings. Now, Brown is the suspected leader of the Dania Hot Boys, otherwise known as Grand Mafia. So they're saying he's in charge of the entire group. And the main murder we're looking at is the first victim, Wisdom Williams, aka Wiz the Wizard. Now, I have to obviously mute this, but this is the song Righteous Reapers with Kodak Black, Wiz the Wizard, Wham Spin the Bend, and Psycho Bob. The original video was taken down for whatever reason, but here you can see Wiz, Kodak, all of them, right? Together, rapping. There's Psycho Bob. He's in the feds right now. Y'all know his mom got killed recently. A whole bunch of craziness has gone on, but Wiz and Kodak were very, very close at one point.
God, family business only, man. I'm still with the same niggas. Oh God, I'm still with the same niggas. Tag me in that bitch, bro.
And I can show y'all countless videos of Wiz and Kodak together, but eventually it went bad. It went sour and it turned into this.
And Chopper 4 was over the scene of a death investigation in Hellendale Beach. Police say they got a call this morning about the body of a man found near an abandoned house on Northwest 16th.
Richard Rich said ARP and a Draco, they ain't get Color Money Red though. Wham Spinner being checked too. I believe he was in on that one too. Wow. Yeah, they are saying, they are alleging something like that. Phoenix says that accent aggravating fake ass Bubba Sparks. Man, come on. The guy had a gun. He was running down the street with the Glock.
Terrace and 10th Street. Investigators are trying to figure out what happened and have not released the victim's name. If you know anything about this case, call police.
So Wiz ends up dead. The internet goes crazy because there was rumors he was found with his head cut off, all type of shit, right?
Cap.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the paperwork, and I'm not just gonna show y'all the paperwork. I'm gonna show y'all how to find the paperwork. And we're gonna read through it together because these are some serious allegations. I don't want you thinking I'm making this up. This is on the actual court site leading from a police investigation. So this is the Broward County Clerk of Court's website, and this right here is Sigmund Brown's case. Now I'm gonna skip through this to make sure I don't show any addresses or any information that could potentially F up the video. Now, if we come down here to the filed defense motion to set bond, this is going to explain that he had an Arthur hearing in which he's trying to bond out of jail, right? And it's going to go through the history. Brown is charged in a 33-count indictment with 3 counts of first-degree murder, 8 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 1 count of racketeering, 1 count of conspiracy to commit racketeering, 1 count of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, 3 counts of unlawful use of a two-way communication device, 1 count of shooting into an occupied dwelling, 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree with a firearm. The murder, attempted murder, accessory after the fact, shooting into an occupied dwelling, racketeering, conspiracy to commit racketeering, and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder counts allege a gang enhancement. Now, this is the thing. When you add on a gang enhancement, the charge punishment automatically goes up. You know, how far up does it go? Let's read. The state has filed their notice of intent to seek the death penalty should the defendant be convicted on any of the first-degree murder counts. Now, this is the same exact thing they attempted to do with YNW Melly. We're going to use the gang narrative, the gang enhancement, and if we get the conviction, we want death as punishment. We want to sentence you to death. So this is a legend. If he gets found guilty of any murder,
they obviously don't like 1090 Jake over here in the comments, man. They calling him all kind of shit. Butter Sparks. If your name was Jake, you the Fed. They going off on this, man. It's some people that F with him know in the comments as well, man. It's just, it is what it is. Mixed reviews. I understand it. I get it. But this what I say, man. Somebody got to get there to get the information.
murder, they want to put him to death. Now, this is a largely circumstantial case built primarily on cell site location data and text messages between Mr. Brown, his co-defendants, and others. There is scant forensic evidence connecting Mr. Brown to the crimes he is accused of. Given the lack of compelling evidence required to hold a defendant without bond, a reasonable bond should be set on all counts, including those for which the maximum penalty is up to life or death. So they're saying there's not a lot of evidence in this case. It's mostly bullshit. His fingerprint was found in a rental. The rental was apparently used in the murder. Other than that, they don't really have too much evidence against him, but the police were able to put a lot of pieces together, right? Now we're just gonna jump right into the part that everybody wants to know about. We're not gonna go through every charge in this case. We're gonna get to Wiz, we're gonna get to Sig's connection to the murder, and we're gonna get to Kodak Black. Now count 17, Sig was charged with accessory after the fact with a gang enhancement, alleging he assisted Trayvon Key to avoid arrest after the murder of Wisdom Williams, aka Wiz the Wizard. This is a first-degree felony punishable by up to life. On the morning of September 17, 2021, the body of Wisdom Williams, aka Wiz the Wizard, was discovered in the front yard of a home in Hollandale Beach. Williams had been shot in the back and head multiple times. Mr. Williams was a documented member of the Zone 10 gang and was being investigated by detectives of the BSO gang task force. Evidence suggests Williams was transported to the area in a gray Charger, where his body was left in a yard in Hollandale. The gray Charger was later discovered to have been intentionally burned in a parking lot of a residential area in North Lauderdale. The police investigators believe this arson occurred later in the morning of September 17th, 2021. Ring camera video collected from a neighbor showed both a gray and blue Charger parked next to one another in North Lauderdale. A male wearing a yellow jacket then got out of the blue Charger and entered the gray Charger for a moment, then got back into the blue Charger, which left the area. Very shortly thereafter, the gray Charger burst into flames. Evidence collected from the gray Charger confirmed DNA analysis to be Williams' blood. The blue Charger was traced to an individual named Fabian Chambers. Chambers and his girlfriend Kristen Kunzler were interviewed by the police. They advised law enforcement that they rented the blue Charger to Martavis Cross and Devontae Cross between an unspecified date. They had been in contact with a request to rent the blue Charger between the dates that the murder would be committed. When shown the ring video of the arson, they identified Devontae Cross as the person who entered the gray Charger. This identification was based on Cross's gait, physical build, and the yellow jacket he was wearing. Now, Brown's phone, Liberia Sig, was in contact with Martavis Cross's phone between September 16th and 17th. These calls consisted of 9 answered calls during this period and 4 unanswered calls. On September 17th, early in the morning, Brown's phone sent a text message to Martavis Cross's phone with latitude and longitude coordinates. These coordinates show a location approximately a quarter of the mile from the arson. On September 17, 2021 in the afternoon, Brown's phone sent the text messages to Martavis Cross's phone and requested his address. Cross's phone then sent Brown's phone his address. On September 17, 2021 at 8:37 in the morning, James Samuel, a known associate of the Dania Hot Boys Grand Mafia Street Gang, sent an iMessage to Brown's phone with a picture of Wiz the Wizard's crime scene, including a body covered by a yellow tarp. The metadata from Samuel's phone showed the photo was taken near the crime scene. At 10:19 a.m. on September 17, 2021, Trayvon Key sent his location to Brown's phone via a pin drop. This location matched the location Brown's phone sent to Martavis Cross about 5 minutes later. On August 3rd, 2021, Liberia Sig's phone communicated with Denzel Sanon via Telegram, indicating Kodak Black had offered the Grand Mafia $20,000 for the murder of Wisdom Williams. Let me read this again. On August 3rd, 2021, Liberia Sig's phone communicated with Denzel Sanon via Telegram, indicating Kodak Black offered the Grand Mafia $20,000 for the murder of Wisdom Williams. Even if true, this is hardly evidence Brown was paid any money for assisting in the homicide or helping HMT Trey avoid arrest. Let me break this down. For one, for all you internet detectives, Kodak Black, yeah, they write fuck ups all the time on real paperwork. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean it's any less legit. We're literally on the website from the Broward County clerk. This is real paperwork, right? Now, this says, even if true, this is highly evidence Brown was paid any money for assisting in the homicide or helping Key avoid arrest. This is written by Liberia Sigg's lawyer. This is basically his motion to get him bond. So he's saying, look, y'all found a text saying from this guy that, you know, Kodak was offering $20K to get this dude killed. But that doesn't mean my client was ever paid for the murder that happened or had any assist in the murder. So he is not clearing Kodak Black's face. He's clearing his client, saying, look, he might have got offered money, but that doesn't mean he was ever paid. Well, this is where shit gets sticky.
Kodak still.
If they investigate Kodak, even if no money was paid, that's still a conspiracy to commit murder by offering to pay money for a body. This can get very fucking deep. Now, if we jump over to Reddit, I mean, this was posted on Reddit a day ago, and people are already making comments like, that's why that boy Yak so booted right now. He know it might start crashing down. Basically referring to how much drugs he's on and, you know, kind of knowing in the back of your head everything could crumble at any moment. They're calling Yak a snake. They're saying we all know he did it though. Deep down we all did. They spelled Kodak wrong in the document. Is this real? This guy said that's because it isn't real. They're not supposed to misspell no words in paperwork. I guarantee you that this kid never been in trouble in his fucking life. Ever. And has no idea what he's talking about. They're calling Yak a hater, and they're saying Trap Lord Ross is about to have a field day with this situation. And I know he is, because he don't fuck off. But this is interesting because these are voice messages of Wiz the Wizard prior to his death, speaking on the fallout with Kodak.
I ain't gonna lie, Juice, bro. To be 100% real, what you found. I don't like that shit either, bro. That nigga Kodak, I knew that nigga 10 years plus, fam. That's my brother, bro. But you know, certain niggas get around niggas and put shit in his ear and make bro feel different about a nigga. I can't change how bro feel about a nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Shit, I wish we could fix it, but you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I don't like that shit either, fam. Them niggas know me and Yak together pressure. They know that, you feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to see that. Shit crazy.
So Wiz is basically saying he doesn't like the fact that him and Kodak fell out. And he believes Kodak was listening to people around him that divided them both. It's an unfortunate situation. But taking a look at this video, this is after Wiz was killed. And it would seem like Kodak is trolling his old friend's death.
Yeah, long live family, long live that boy. You hear me? See y'all talking about long live that nigga. Yeah, long live him.
And apparently the trolling didn't stop there because Kodak would continue to, you know, keep going. This is on September 21st. Wiz was killed on the 17th. Kodak Black is seemingly done throwing shade at Jackboy. On Tuesday, Kodak took to Twitter to reach out to the Sniper Gang signee shortly after reflecting on the death of longtime friend Wiz the Wizard. Wiz was found dead.
Man, who was Kodak arguing
Kodak
with when he
said
said,
it's
man,
an effed up feeling when you can't even explain
boy.
how you feel, and even when you do or try to, you get judged by your feelings. Long live Wiz the Wizard. He continued writing, then funerals turn to photo shoots, you can't even grieve in peace, before seemingly extending a peace offering to Jackboy, whom he has called out on social media several times in the past. Let's use this as a wake-up call, Jackboy. Shit gets real crazy real quick out here unexpectedly, and fuck this distance love. Come give me a hug. Now they're trying to say, oh, this shit is trolling. He was trolling, Wiz got killed. He's trolling Jackboy, who him and Jackboy are like sworn enemies.
He was talking to Wham. Richie Rich, you remember that? Yeah, when that nigga was like, I ain't got no dead homeboys. All y'all over there taking some shit, he said. I know he told him, he said he ain't got no dead homeboys or something.
Jackboy literally just dropped
yeah,
Kodak's
that's the nigga
video.
I got a
that's
video.
all gone
Hold on,
back
we
and
finna
forth. Jack Boy got shot at one point, and or they tried to shoot him, and they shot someone that was associated with him. No ties
Oh yeah, when
to
Jack Boy,
Kodak
they
in
tried to
that
rob him in the front
situation that
yard.
anyone knows of, but they're saying that Kodak is just trolling at this point. And it would take another turn when Kodak's
Bro, he be
own
talking about it in
cousin,
his
G
music.
Money
He
the
said
Don,
something about him
decided
in his
to
music.
Make a video based on
It's a
Kodak's
song,
tweets.
bro.
Tell y'all
Hold-
niggas
bro.
something, man. Y'all new generation ass niggas, man. You cannot go around sacrificing your whole team. The next thing you know, when you lonely, you go around and Twitter about the shit like you going through postpartum depression, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Let's listen to that again.
Man, y'all new generation ass niggas, man. You cannot go around sacrificing your whole team. The next thing you know, when you lonely, you go around and Twitter about the shit like you going through postpartum depression, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
G1, Kodak's own cousin, literally following the death of Wiz the Wizard, is saying you can't go on Twitter acting like you're depressed after sacrificing your own team. Just that statement right there. He's saying you can't sacrifice your own team and then act depressed about it. You knew what you were signing up for. I'm going to leave it at that, right? I'm not even going to get into any conspiracy theories. I'm going to just, that's what Kodak's cousin said. But things would keep heating up as Kodak Black would diss Wayne.
Here it go.
Van, who was
Right here, bro. Never mind. Look, that's the same video. Hold on.
What was the wizard?
Every nigga out your clique dead, nigga.
Bruh. He was talking to the nigga, bro. He talking, bro. Wham spin the bin and Wiz the Wizard's cousins, bro.
Fuck, boy. I ain't got no homeboys who dead, nigga. I don't never say long live or rest in peace, nothing. None of my homeboys ain't dead. The whole shit dead, boy. All niggas.
You been a millionaire for more than 6 years. On Wiz, you ain't do more spending than me. Rich ass fuck, nigga. Stop flagging. You ain't no killer, homie. You a bitch. What the fuck?
Now Kodak and Wham would have this back and forth, and obviously Wham felt some type of way that his own.
I remember Wham was on live telling Kodak, that nigga was saying, that nigga was like, I ain't bust my gun in Tally or Tampa or something like that. They say him and Psycho Bob shot their gun together. That nigga Kodak was like, nigga, I ain't seen it.
My cousin was killed, and just recently, this happened.
Crime alert today as police now searching for the shooter who gunned down a man in Hallandale Beach, and we've learned that victim was a local rapper. Local 10's Rashlo has the latest now from that scene.
We saw Hallandale Beach police out here throughout the day investigating, trying to solve this case where a young man, 25 years old, had his life taken. According to witnesses, he was a rapper. We did look into his history. He has been arrested in the past. But police say this is very much an ongoing investigation.
Hallandale Beach police still on the scene Friday morning, searching for clues, going door to door, trying to solve a murder. Bullets flying Thursday night, and this guy says bullets hit his house.
Mike from the Ville said these new YN rappers are murderers. I F with Yak music, but that boy definitely on demon time and only select songs from Yak. Larry Law say, yeah. Mike from the Ville said, Yak threw up that M2. You see the connection to him checking out? Richard Rich said, yeah, bro, it's crazy. It looked like it could be, unfortunately, bro. Hey. Mike from the Ville says, SMM is that sex, money, murder. Larry Law said, stop drugging and flagging. Facts. Another dead brother shaking my head. Exactly.
So last night, anoche, you hear, right? Bullet holes. You live here. Boom, boom, boom.
He says, I took off and I hid in the bathroom because I heard way too many shots fired. It all happened.
Mike says these niggas be about to damn near kill innocents when they doing hits. Sloppy and careless. And it ain't damn near, because we already heard the story. Blue just told the story we watched about Butter and somebody else going on a drill, ended up killing a Caucasian man And the guy that they went to kill ended up getting behind them and shooting both of them. You street flunky ass niggas went on a drill, missed the nigga, hit an innocent. The nigga y'all tried to kill got in his car, got behind y'all and shot both of the niggas that tried to come get him. Y'all niggas need to go to jail, hell, a cell, and wherever else scum dwell. Nigga, what the hell wrong with you niggas, man?
On the 500 block of Northwest 6th Avenue, 25-year-old Brandon Wamley was transported to a nearby hospital. He passed away.
A lot of bullets, mucho.
Mucho balazo, se escuchó mucho rafagazo.
Witnesses say the victim is a rapper known as Wham Spin the Bin. We also checked, and it appears he does have a criminal history in Broward County with charges of cannabis possession, stalking, writing a threat to kill. Hallandale Beach police say this was an isolated incident and that the victim and suspect were acquainted, but they all...
So Wham just got killed back in August. They're saying he knows the killer knows him. Literally, if you go back and watch that music video that we played in the beginning, Righteous Reapers, you got Kodak Black, Psycho Bob's in the feds, Wiz is dead, Wham's dead. I feel like this paperwork is gonna ignite a lot of things in Broward County because people are getting confirmation on what they already assumed. But at the same time, it just makes you think, could another indictment be coming? And this time, could it be targeted at Kodak Black? But hey, it's 1090.
Larry Law said folks gonna have to bulletproof their house. Mike from the field says, right, same. Oh, happened in Miami when YB got into it at Rolling Loud. ATK trash with the hits for real. How you gonna miss and get chased and tapped? LOL. Right, bro. Richard Rich says YB was in Sunny Isles, the rich part. Larry says at least the front part of the house. That's why I never stay in the house with a lot of windows. Mike from the field said, didn't he get into it with T Grizzly people? Yeah, in Sunny Isle. Richard Rich said, might say, yeah, might as well be a marked man, either jail or hell, buddy. Yak got too much money and love the streets for that. And love in the streets for that, Richard Rich said. Man, Yak need to, all these niggas that's involved in all this bullshit just need to be aware that it might be coming your way, brother. That was this right here, though.
Yeah, man, that shit ain't, man, listen, y'all let these blogs and internet shit listen, man, Yak is my brother, man. It ain't nothing going on with us, man. It's just, you know, like bro say, business is business, you know what I'm saying? Business is business, you know. We gonna work with me and bro, gonna work on this shit, getting this shot, the contract. The label will be calling him tomorrow. That one assignment, you know what I'm saying? Get this shit right, man. It ain't nothing, no crazy shit at all. That's my nigga. It ain't no crazy shit at all. Nothing at all. If it was some crazy shit, we wouldn't even be. We could fight. We brothers. We could fight. It was that deep. It's nothing like that at all. A bit. Say talk about them Graham days of Palm Beach. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real, boy. In Palm Beach.
Mike from the Ville say, man, nobody's untouchable. Your time is coming. Nobody that can say, when your time is coming, there's nobody that can save you. That money and love can easily turn to contracts and hate. Larry Law said, this guy just needs to grow up. Richard Rich said, till then, Kodak still finna be moving around. Larry says, I wonder what the kids think about them. Mike says, of course, I ain't saying bro gonna slow down, but everybody got a day coming, especially if you live in this kind of life surrounded by murder. Richard Rich says the kids look at them as role models. All right, let's get into HMT Trey charged for killing Wiz the Wizard. Let's watch this real quick.
A lot of rappers talk about how savage they are, but most rap fans have no idea about a dude named HMT Trey. Trey might be one of the most brutal dudes who's ever hopped in a booth, and now he's going down for a wild murder case after he allegedly killed one of Kodak Black's homies. What's happening in Broward County sounds more like a horror movie than real life, and today we're breaking it all down. Back in 2021, Kodak Black's homie Wiz the Wizard was found dead outside of a crib in Hallandale Beach in Broward County, Florida. Somebody was just taking their dog for a walk when they found Wiz's body in the front yard, but the cops say that's not where Wiz died. According to them, Wiz was killed somewhere else, and then his body was dumped there after it went down. The situation was crazy, and rumors were flying that Wiz's body had been chopped up and somebody cut off his head. That all turned out to be cap, but Wiz's death was still brutal. Nobody knew who was involved with the hit for a long time, but now HMT Trey has been officially booked for killing Wiz, and the story behind the scenes is crazier than anyone ever expected. HMT Trey isn't the only dude who's wrapped up in the case though. The cops booked Trey's homie Liberia Sig and 6 other dudes for a crazy murder spree that goes back to 2021. According to the cops, Trey, Sig, and the rest of them all rep a crew called Daniel Hot Boys, aka DHB. The crews in Broward County get confusing, and a lot of them are mixed up and have dudes repping more than one set. But right now the cops are saying that everyone in the case reps DHB. Trey's homie Sig is allegedly from Liberia and not Dania. But according to sources, Dania and Liberia are basically the same because they're so close. DHB's been active for a long time, but the cops really started putting pressure on them in 2024 after they were allegedly involved with a brutal murder at a Best Buy. In January 2024, a teenager named Terrence Farrington went to Best Buy to get some Ring cameras. Terrence was a star football player, and some sources claim he wasn't even in the streets. But when he came out of the Best Buy, he walked into a shooting and died at the scene. 3 other people got hit when Terrence died, and the cops found Trey's homie Liberia Sig's fingerprints on a whip that was connected to the shooting. The cops are calling Sig the leader of DHB, and after they found his fingerprints on the whip, it broke their case wide open. Sig, Kavarius Johnson, and Gerald Charles.
That nigga look like Shard the God from Atlanta, T.I. cousin looking there. The nigga in the middle look too damn old to be hanging with the other 2 niggas. Like, nigga losing hair. Why you with them young ass niggas out there trying to drill, man? And you got this Sig nigga over here with this crooked ass nose. These niggas stupid, man. Larry said, sometimes seem like some of these so-called gangster kids are smarter than them. Richie said, DHB killed Psycho Bob. Mama Mike said, facts, they see what's happening to their parents. Some come out wanting different. Some end up like K-Saw. Larry said, the devil come to collect. The reaper shaking my head. These niggas love playing with God and the devil, just blind leading the blind into darkness and death and pain. Their family will never be the same.
Were allegedly the ones who pulled the trigger on Terrence Farrington, and when the cops started investigating them, they had no idea what they were about to find out. 10 months after Terrence Farrington was killed, the cops booked Sig, Trey, and the other 6 alleged DHB affiliates for 8 murders and 12 attempts. Right after Terrence died, another teenager named Johnny Henderson got shot and killed on the 3600 block of South University Drive. Johnny was sitting in a whip with his girlfriend when someone pulled up and tried to kill both of them. Johnny's girlfriend got hit up and survived, but Johnny tragically didn't make it out alive. Kavaris Johnson and Raja Rolay are both being charged with killing Johnny, but right now it's not clear why DHB wanted to take him out. DHB caught a couple of bodies in 2024, but the cops think they killed at least 3 people in 2023. In April 2023, a dude named Antoine Dobar was at a laundromat in Pembroke Park when 4 dudes ran up on him and started shooting. Then 1 month later, DHB allegedly caught 2 more bodies when they killed Ronaldo Donner and Terry McKenzie on the interstate in Fort Lauderdale. Police don't even think they were the intended targets. They were just driving at the wrong place at the wrong time. In July 2023, a dude named Wayne Smith was standing outside a parked car on the 700 block of Foster Road when he was shot multiple times and ended up dying in the hospital a few days later. The cops think that DHB was also responsible for that shooting. DHB was allegedly tearing up Broward County for years, and that's how the cops traced him back to the murder of Kodak Black's homie, Wiz the Wizard. Nobody knows who actually killed Wiz yet, but the cops said that HMT Trey was involved with the murder, and then Liberia Sig helped him move the body later. It's not clear if Sig was at the scene when Wiz got killed, but he's already being charged for killing Antoine Dobar, Ronaldo Donner, and Terry McKenzie. Liberia Sig was allegedly putting major pressure on the ops and killing innocent people too, and back in 2015, He even got arrested for beating up his pregnant sister. And Sig's brother Ab is fighting a case right now for allegedly killing an 8-year-old. Ab and Sig's older brother have been killed. So Ab allegedly went on a killing spree and killed Christopher Jordan, Hunter, and Terry McKenzie. Liberia Sig was allegedly putting major pressure on the ops and killing innocent people too. And back in 2015, he even got arrested for beating up his pregnant sister. And Sig's brother Ab is fighting a case right now for allegedly killing an 8-year-old. Ab and Sig's older brother have been killed. So Ab allegedly went on a killing spree and killed Christopher Jordan, an unidentified man, right after that. Then the 8-year-old a day later. Ab tried to do the race and went to Tallahassee, but it didn't take long for the cops to catch up to him. And what makes the situation even more tragic is that Ab was close to the 8-year-old's family and even used to stay at their crib. According to rumors, Ab thought someone in the family killed his brother, so he tried to take him out and ended up killing the 8-year-old by accident. The cops getting Sig's fingerprints is what sparked a new investigation in DHB, but the cops also got a ton of evidence when they booked Gerard Charles in March 2024. Gerard Charles was one of the shooters who allegedly took out Terrence Farrington, and when the cops brought him in, they got his phone and found some shocking evidence about DHB allegedly getting paid to do hits on a set called Lauder Kill Babies, aka LKB. According to the cops, LKB is one of the most dangerous sets in Broward County, and they've also got a rapper from the crew called Lil Cricks who signed a deal with Kodak Black. And in December 2023, somebody slid on an LKB affiliate named Color Money Red and shot up the crib where his girlfriend and her family were at. Color Money Red's girlfriend got hit in the leg, but luckily nobody got killed, even though over 60 shots got dumped into the crib. When the cops took Gerard Charles' phone, they found messages where he was talking about the shooting with some other DHB affiliates. According to the messages, DHB had been watching the crib where Color Money Red was staying. They sat out there for 10 hours just waiting to catch him. And when they finally spotted Color Money Red, the shooters walked up and put holes all over the house. Color Money Red's girlfriend had just stepped outside to look for an Uber, and that's when she got caught up in the situation and took a bullet to the leg. After DHB tried to take out Color Money Red, there were 4 more shootings in just 2 weeks. There was an attempted murder on January 11th, another attempt on the 13th, a murder and several attempts on the 20th, another murder and attempt on the 28th. According to the cops, the attempt on Color Money Red was a paid hit. Color Money Red reps LKB, and they've got beef with a crew called Snap Bav. Sources say that Snap Bav doesn't have a lot of shooters though. They're allegedly more into scamming and getting money, so the beef with LKB was dangerous for them, and that's why they allegedly gave DHB $20K to do the hit on Color Money Red. The cops also used a social media photo of HMT Trey and Sig in the indictment, and in the caption, the cops broke down how Sig and Trey were connected to a bunch of murders and attempts. They said that the snake emoji was for CJ, who was killed in Pompano Beach. The wizard emoji was for Wiz the Wizard. The blood drop emoji was for a dude named Blood, who was murdered in Lauderhill. The top arrow emoji was for a dude named Marlo Top, who got killed in Hollandale Beach. The granny emoji was for Psycho Bob's mom, and the runner emoji was for Color Money Red. HMT Trey getting booked for Wizard's murder is already crazy, but the story behind what happened is the most shocking rap beef ever. According to rumors, the situation...
See, these niggas beef different, bro. These niggas start doing... That's that... It sounds silly, but that's the way everybody communicate nowadays, bro. So if somebody playing with you and like everybody can see this person, that's the equivalent of somebody standing up in the gymnasium at a pep rally and being like, that's why we killed your mama, fuck nigga. Ha, 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 ha. You ain't gonna do shit about it, bitch nigga. You pussy nigga. That's all. It's the equivalent. That's how these young people take that. And it's foolish, it's ignorant, it's dumb, but that's how it affects them. They take it like, nigga, you got everybody, you mocking me in front of everybody. Not only are you picking at my dead, you doing it in front of everybody. Like these niggas, bro, they got an emoji, bro, like for, oh my God, bro. He said they got the granny emoji for this man's mother, bro. The arrow emoji for some nigga named Top, so it point up to the... Sometimes we use our creativity for the wrong things, dog. Niggas be creative as hell and clever and cunning and all that shit, but just in all the wrong areas, man. Damn.
Situation really popped off with HMT Trey's mom, Misty Hopkins, getting murdered back in 2021. She owned a nail salon and was going back to work after taking a lunch break. And that's when a shooter ran down on her and killed Misty in broad daylight. Back then, nobody knew what happened or why an innocent woman would get killed like that. But then some more shootings went down and the pieces started coming together. There are also rumors that Trey's homie, Liberia Sig, shot at Wiz the Wizard's mom before Misty got killed, but not everyone thinks the story is true. In 2022, police arrested a dude named James Hardwick for Misty's murder. They didn't give an exact motive for why they think he did it, but they said he was a co-conspirator in the crime. It's not clear what James Hardwick's involvement in the beef was, but there are rumors that he might have ties to Wiz the Wizard because he can be seen in the background of one of his music videos. Right after Misty got killed, Kodak Black's homie Psycho Bob and his homies were driving down the road when someone pulled up next to him and started shooting the whip. Psycho and his homies crashed their whip while they were trying to get away, so the ops pulled back up and dumped some more rounds into their car. Psycho or his homies shot back and the ops drove off, but nobody expected what was going to happen next. First off, HMT Trey and Liberia Sig dropped the track FTO and took shots at Kodak Black and Wiz the Wizard with the lines, "He a dead nigga. What the fuck I look like beefing with a red nigga? Get up on his ass, aim it at his head, nigga." And chop and knock him out his element. Them niggas bitches. They're protected by the president. And I got proof. They know we spinning, so they slime bulletproof. And talking magic make you disappear like poof. Catch that famous ass nigga and them hanging out that roof. A lot of people on the outside didn't know why Trey and Sig were beefing with Kodak, but it turns out that they both had major issues with Psycho Bob and Wiz the Wizard. A few years after HMT Trey's mom Misty got killed, the cops finally booked a dude for the hit, and rumors say he was tight with Wiz the Wizard and even in the video for his track Shooting Guard. Some people think Trey's mom got killed by someone else and that the dude they booked was involved but didn't actually pull the trigger, but it's not clear how it all went down. Nobody knows if Wiz was really involved with Trey's mom getting killed or not, but a lot of people think that's why Trey allegedly took him out. Then 1 week after Wiz got killed, Psycho Bob ran into HMT Trey at the mall and clowned him over his mom getting murdered. Psycho Bob also had personal beef with Trey and his homie Liberia Sid. There are a lot of different stories about what went down, but according to a lot of sources, Psycho Bob was hooking up with Sig's mom and even dissed him about it on the track Stepdaddy when he raps, "That's the op mama. Oh yeah, bitch, I smashed it. I done beat her son's ass. That's your stepdaddy. I'ma call your mama. I'ma tell your mama." Wiz had a way bigger target on his back because a lot of people thought he was involved with getting HMT Trey's mom killed. And rumors say that Wiz's own homie set him up to get killed. In March 2023, a rapper named 26 CJ was found dead in a whip. The ops didn't just kill him though. They set the whole car on fire to make sure the job was done and send a message. CJ was tight with Wiz, Psycho Bob, and Kodak Black, but then he had some tension with Kodak too before he died. There's no evidence to back the story up right now, but a lot of people think HMT Trey paid CJ to backdoor Wiz the Wizard. And after CJ died, people were posting pictures of Wiz and shouting him out. And Wiz's cousin Wham Spin the Benz said, "Nigga played with Wiz and got set on fire. A couple more of you fucking niggas finna get the same treatment." Then the situation gets even crazier, cause some people think Kodak was involved with Wiz getting killed too. After Wiz died, Kodak dropped the track Back for Everything and dissed Wiz when he raps, "Yeah, Double M gang, but I ain't talking Rick Ross. Double M gang, I took that shit from Wiz. Rest in peace, my nigga, but it's his fault. The way you let them kill you like a jit. Talking to Wham, you saying the same, did you like a lame." There's no proof that Yak had something to do with Wiz getting killed, but they were having some drama right before Wiz died. Wiz and Kodak met in juvie, then Yak signed him to a Sniper Gang label after Wiz came home. They had money issues, and Wiz wanted to get out of his deal, but he said it wasn't real beef and still showed love to Kodak. Kodak even raps about regretting his fallout with Wiz on the track I Wish, where he raps, "Even Poof say he seen a little bitch. On my soul, I believe in Lil Cricks, and I hate I fell out with Wiz. You did what you did, so I did what I did."
That's the one.
A lot of
That's
people
the
don't
one
think
I was
Kodak was
talking
involved
about.
with the Wiz murder, but even before CJ got killed, there were tons of rumors about him backdooring Wiz. CJ getting killed and burned like that was crazy, but then the situation took another brutal turn. Psycho Bob had been locked up on a gun charge while a lot of the drama was going
His
down.
mama got
That
murdered.
doesn't mean his family was safe from it. And just a few months after CJ's body was found, somebody murdered Psycho Bob's mother, Dorothy Smart. Dorothy was found dead inside her van outside a house on the 200 block of Northwest 30th Way.
That shit sad, bro. That shit sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't care. It ain't no amount of props or street credit or understanding or nothing when it come to that kind of, this the only thing I hate to say, bro. I hate to say if someone was to do that to my mother, I probably would want to inflict that same type of pain and punishment and hurt on them. But this is why you don't get involved in this kind of shit. You know, to even have yourself feeling that kind of way where it's like, oh, I need revenge. You know, I don't even want to be in a situation like that where I got to think about that type of revenge where I want to go eye for an eye where it's like, you took the woman that birthed me. I'm finna take the same from you. Like, I don't even want to be involved in nothing that's gonna have me thinking that way. Or nigga, this is the scum of the earth right here, bro. Niggas is killing babies. And I know when he killed the 8-year-old, they say he was trying to kill somebody else. But nigga, man, listen, bro, y'all scum, bro. I don't got no understanding for that shit, bro. I don't want to, bro. And I'm gonna sit here and say, yeah, I probably would want to do the same thing and all that. I get it, but I don't want to even. Nigga, who want to be in them type of situations, bro? Fuck all that. That shit weak as fuck, bro. That shit weak, bro.
News about her death hit the internet after someone posted a video to Instagram of the crime scene with the caption, "Someone just emptied a clip on Psycho Bob's mom." And after the news broke, HMT Trey's homie Hatch did Psycho Bob and wrote, "I heard a lady was about 50, got hit up with them switches." It's still not clear who killed Dorothy or what happened, but her death was one of the murders named in the indictment that police say DHB was behind. Hatch is facing murder charges right now too, but he was never actually booked for killing Psycho Bob's mom yet. Psycho Bob hasn't been active in the beef lately because he's fighting his own cases. But now HMT Trey and all of his homies are facing the death penalty in all these new cases they're catching. Rumors say that at least one person in DHB is already snitching, and it looks like the cops are really targeting Trey and Sig the most. The cops say they're the ones who are allegedly calling the shots in the crew and getting people killed, and if their homies start flipping on them, it's going to be tough to beat the case. HMT Trey already tried to run from the cops one time in 2024. The sheriff's department was going after Trey because he had a warrant for driving with a suspended license. But by that point, they already knew he was connected to a bunch of murders, so the cops brought in a whole team to take Trey down. HMT Trey hopped out of his whip and tried to do the race. He ran through a mechanic shop and upped his strap at the dude who worked there. Then the cops found Trey outside laying on the ground. He was allegedly on probation for cocaine possession at the same time, but the situation was about to get way worse for Trey and his crew. While he was locked up, the cops hit him with the murder charge for killing Wiz the Wizard, and now Trey could get the death penalty if the case goes left for him. More details will be dropping soon though, so stay tapped in for updates.
This shit dead, boy. I'm finna watch this last one. We're gonna get up out of here real quick. I know I ain't gave much commentary. That shit just shook me up from that last situation with the YouTube thing. But anyway, we good, man. Let's go. This is the crazy story of 26 CJ, 26 CJ, however they say it, right? This is the guy they say that got burnt up that supposedly backdoored Wiz the Wizard. Let's see what they say. Did that say Kodak right there?
You know what's going on, man.
My dog play that shit.
You know what the fuck going on, man. Stop playing, man. One word's out of here, man. One phone call, that's all. We like the slip and fall commercial, man. Ask niggas about me. Fuck you talking about? Nigga been terrorizing that city, man. Nigga been terrorizing that whole city. is you talking about? Me?
According to Hallandale Beach Police, a neighbor found the body around 6 a.m. in front of this home on Northwest 6th Terrace and 9th Court. It's unclear at this point if the man was actually killed there or if his...
Facts Mike from the Ville said, when did we turn so cold against each other? I hate this shit, man. We was never like this. This ain't us. Larry says, they scared to put them guns down and fight. They cowards. Richard Rich said, this shit wicked now. Larry Law said, too many black people now, 8 black people going to jail. Yep. Richard Rich said, I remember this. Mike from the Ville said, streets been dead as in no structure, no organization, no protection for those not in the streets. Facts.
His body was dumped, but police
Richard
say
Rich said shit the same, it's just got more fierce.
he did grow up.
No, it can't be the same when, there was a point when women and children were totally off limits, no matter how bad it got. Were there ever casualties and occasions that it happened? I'm sure, right? Was the code ever broken intentionally, possibly? I'm sure. But for the most part, there was a general understanding, and you kept those people out of it. You kept the innocent out of it. You kept the neighborhood out of it. You know what I'm saying? People tried to reduce it all. Yes, there was always innocent people dying and all that, but man, this is different, bro. Was there always snitches? Yes, but something used to happen to snitches. Like, it's different, bro. It's any aspect of it you name, bro. But he said that's the more fierce part, that part. Yeah, this shit is horrible, bro. Either way, man, I just salute everybody for making good decisions and doing the best thing they can to stay out of that shit, bro. Because I'm talking about it don't matter what age you in, what age you are, what age group you're in, it's easy to get wrapped up in. It's right there for all of us. We all are probably 1 to 4 steps max away from being able to involve ourselves in any type of street activity. You know what I mean? So I just... Man, shout out to everybody for making good choices, making good decisions, and staying out of that stupid shit, bro, because it's a dead end.
In the area.
What up, YouTube?
Larry Law say, terrorizing the city. This nigga proud to say something like that. Exactly, bro. Buffoon.
Make sure you subscribe and slap that like button, because today we are going to be covering the...
These niggas don't die in their sleep. These niggas don't... You know what I mean? Die of old age. These niggas die, they all die horrible, tragic deaths. Niggas get burnt. Niggas get their face ripped apart by machine guns. Niggas get shot in the back of their scalp while they out, you know, with loved ones. You know, these niggas all die horrible, tragic deaths, bro.
Early life of 26 CJ and the unfortunate events that led to him tragically losing his life. Although there is very little known about the early life of CJ, we do know that.
Why did that nigga have 22 G's up there?
A real name, Cedric Nathaniel Paschal, was born June 3rd, 1997 in Albany, Georgia, and was only 25 years old at the time of his death. Named after his father Cedric and his grandfather Nathaniel 26 CJ, would grow up in a middle-class family, raised by his parents and mentored by his grandparents. 26 CJ actually attended private school at a young age until getting kicked out and forced to go to public school. Around this time, he would move to Florida where he graduated and received his diploma, so by no means did CJ have it as hard as his peers growing up. However, 26 CJ still would jump off the porch at a young age going by the rap name CJ. He always had a passion for music. He would write songs and even create beats in the 6th grade. CJ released one of his first music videos in 2014, Just Wit Money, that he recorded with his friends. After school, he was flashing firearms and money. However, sometime between 2016 and 2020, CJ would get arrested and sent to prison, where he met Wiz the Wizard and Kodak Black, and he locked in with them. And when he got out of prison, he would allegedly sign to Sniper Gang and would collaborate with Wiz the Wizard on a song called Shooters. However, due to some tragic events that occurred, Wiz the Wizard would lose his life. We also covered those events on this channel. Please visit our recent uploads to get a more in-depth video about Wiz the Wizard. And remember to subscribe and like the video. However, on September 17, 2021, according to NBC Miami, the body of a man, believed to be local rapper Wiz the Wizard, was found in front of a home Friday morning in Hallandale Beach. Officers arrived at the home, located near the intersection of Northwest 6th Terrace and 10th Street, just before 8 a.m., and found the body on the ground. Multiple posts on social media claim the victim was rapper Wiz the Wizard. Hallandale Beach police have not identified the victim or said what caused his death, noting there are unusual circumstances in the case. He is known in South Florida, however, due to the integrity of the investigation and the proper notification to the family. We're not going to release that at this time, said Captain Megan Jones of the Hallandale Beach Police Department. Neighbors told NBC6 no one has lived at the home near where the body was found for several months. Meanwhile, police are investigating after rapper Spotum Gotham was shot while driving on I-95. According to his manager, the rapper, whose real name is Nehemiah Harden, was also shot in the legs. So with the unexpected...
I can't take this mother effing... Fuck it. Go back to
Suspected gang members involved in violent crimes and even murder.
Ammunition and credit cards to the crime spree. 7 other murders across Broward are tied to the gang members.
Man, in today's social media age, it seems like every rapper is a killer. Every rapper says they're gonna spin the ops. Every rapper claims to be a...
We out of here after this one, y'all. Let's go.
Crazy, invincible top shotter. Most of them are straight caps. Some of them are partly telling the truth, and very few of them are actually really going out here and stacking up bodies like they're Ted Bundy. With a crazy indictment from the state of Florida on the overall Florida rap world, with huge successes such as XXXTentacion and Kodak Black being from over there. The latter somehow being directly affected by this war on some crazy shit, which we'll get into later with Wiz the Wizard. But in order to understand the almost dozen total murders / attempts other than Kodak Black's artist Psycho Bob's mom. And you see, this is just a symptom of the crazy crash out activity that was going on at the time, because this would not be the last incident that would go down, and this would definitely just make things go all out worse. While HMT Trey and Liberia Sig were making a name for themselves in the Broward rap scene with consistent music drops, they were becoming notorious in the street for being brazen hotheads that were quick to pull the trigger. It's honestly crazy that they thought that somehow they could get away with these deadly shootings, but pretty much from the first shooting, the Broward Sheriff's Department was at their heels. But this honestly makes me wonder how they could have had an idea that these dudes were straight murking people, and it took 8 whole murders before anyone got arrested. But that's a question for another day. While Trey and them were out wreaking havoc around the Broward area, police were first starting to unravel the spree of connected murders with one clue in a 2024 shooting outside of a Best Buy in Plantation.
Police say the teen was among a group targeted
Man, it's all
outside
the
a Best
same
Buy
shit,
store in
man. We ain't
Plantation.
finna...
Police say Terrence was with a group of 4 Saturday night.
Alright, listen.
Another friend was shot.
We finna get up out of here, man. It's all the same shit. We was already at what? Hour something on the other one, hour 50 something. We ain't finna do it. We ain't finna do it, man. I appreciate y'all.
so aggravating. Hey, aggravating as hell, man. Shit, you're aggravating. Aggravating, bro. Hey, hell, bro. Shit, you're aggravating, bro. Hey, so aggravating, bro. This shit is so aggravating, dog. This shit aggravating, dog. Damn, this shit aggravating, dog.
You would probably.
Fuck with me and chop it up in the Discord. The link is in the description if you want to tap in. We about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Most aggravating chat in the game. Most appreciated chat in the world. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all finish the rest of y'all day with some good energy. Much love. Super duper salute to y'all. But like my bro said, I reserve the right to be wrong. That's just room for human error. I ain't going to sing you out on purpose. And I also identify as a multimillionaire. They got to give us a cash register if they got a bathroom. But other than that, man, it's just Room Night Network. We are out of here, man. Let's go.